Beneath the sands of Gilgo Beach on Long Island, police uncovered a horror that would haunt America for more than a decade. In 2010, investigators searching for a missing woman stumbled upon a burial ground. One body, then another, then another. 11 sets of remains in total were eventually discovered along Ocean Parkway. The press called it the Long Island serial killer. For years, the case grew cold. The killer seemed to vanish. But in 2023, the silence was shattered when police arrested a man no one suspected. Rex Heuermann, a New York City architect, a husband, a father of two. And now, in 2025, as his trial approaches, he faces 7 counts of murder in what may be one of the most disturbing serial killing cases in modern American history. It all began with a search for one missing woman, Shannon Gilbert, an escort who vanished after placing a frantic 911 call in May 2010. While looking for her, police discovered human remains buried along the sandy stretch of Gilgo Beach. First one victim, then 3 more. All young women, all sex workers, all found wrapped in burlap. Over time, the body count grew to 11. Some victims dated back years. The case dominated headlines. Was there a serial killer operating on Long Island? The media called him the Craigslist Ripper. The community called him the Long Island serial killer. But despite extensive searches, no suspect emerged. For more than a decade, the case grew cold and families waited for answers. In July 2023, investigators announced a shocking arrest. Rex Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect living in Massapequa Park, Long Island. From the outside, Rex seemed ordinary. He ran an architectural firm in Manhattan. He had a wife and 2 children. Neighbors described him as awkward but harmless. But behind closed doors, investigators say he led a double life. He frequented escort websites, used burner phones to arrange meetings, and carried out searches for violent pornography and serial killing methods. Heuermann wasn't just a suspect. Prosecutors allege he had been hiding in plain sight all along, living just miles from where the bodies were found. How did police finally catch Rex Heuermann after more than a decade? It came down to a mix of old-fashioned surveillance and cutting-edge forensic work. Detectives linked burner phones used to contact the victims back to Heuermann. They followed him in the city and collected a discarded pizza crust. DNA from the pizza matched hair found on the burlap wrapping one of the victims. Cell phone records placed him near the victims at critical times. Search histories revealed disturbing obsessions. And his physical appearance, tall, heavy-set, with distinctive features, matched witness descriptions from years earlier. In July 2023, police arrested Heuermann outside his Manhattan office. The news shocked New York and the nation. The unassuming architect was accused of being one of America's most elusive serial killers. Initially, Rex Heuermann was charged with 4 murders: Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, Amber Costello, and Maureen Brainerd Barnes. But as investigations continued, evidence tied him to 3 more victims. By 2025, prosecutors had built a case linking him to 7 women, all discovered near Gilgo Beach. This September, a New York judge ruled that all 7 charges will be tried together in one consolidated trial. For the families of victims, this was a breakthrough, the chance to finally see justice. For the defense, it was a devastating blow. Heuermann's lawyers argued the cases should be separated, claiming weak evidence. But the court disagreed. The trial is expected to expose years of forensic work, digital tracking, and chilling details about Heuermann's alleged double life. The Gilgo Beach murders represent one of the most haunting cases in U.S. history. For more than a decade, families lived with unanswered questions. Now, with Rex Heuermann behind bars, those questions may finally be answered. But the case leaves us with chilling reminders that predators can hide in plain sight, that ordinary lives may mask extraordinary darkness, and that justice, even delayed, still matters. Rex Heuermann has pleaded not guilty. If convicted, he could be remembered as one of America's most prolific modern serial killers. If acquitted, the question remains, is the Long Island serial killer still out there? This is the story of Rex Heuermann. the architect, accused of turning Long Island into a burial ground. For more chilling true crime stories daily, kindly subscribe to our channel.